Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow for strength and flexibility. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat, and I want you to bring your fingertips to the floor beside you. With an inhale, lengthen through your spine. Feel free to close your eyes. As you exhale, soften your shoulders. Take another big breath in and out. One more nice deep inhale and let it go. Awesome, you guys. Taking another inhale, start to reach your right arm out to the side and all the way up. You can lean on over, adding in a nice side stretch to this. Spread your fingertips wide, keep reaching, creating that length all the way from your hip to your fingertips. And with an inhale, find your way back up. Rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, reach the left arm out, up, and then maybe over to the side. Reach, reach, reach. Spread those fingers wide, wake up the palm. Nice, you guys. Big inhale as you reach back up. Find that long spine. Take an inhale just to reset. Roll your shoulders back and down. Keep your fingertips on the floor beside you. And let's do one more on each side. Big inhale as you reach your right arm up and over. Find that nice side stretch and use a big inhale to bring yourself back up. And inhale again. Reach the left arm up and lean on over. Beautiful, you guys. Take a big inhale as you find your way back up through center. Roll your shoulders back and down. You can move your hands to your knees or to your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Find your breath and a little bit of stillness. Softening through the jaw. Just allowing yourself to slow down. Let go of your day. And start to be right here, right now. Awesome, you guys. Let's stay here for one more full cycle of breath. And slowly start to open up your eyes, just looking to the floor in front of you. We're going to make our way into tabletop, onto our hands and knees. So once you get there, we're going to keep our hips stacking above our knees, but reaching our arms out in front. And then start to bring your hands over towards the left side. So reaching a little further away, creating some length, especially through that right arm. And then start to lower your chest. I want you to get into your right shoulder, that arm, maybe even into that side body. Let your forehead and your chest come as low as you can get them. Take a breath here. Then using an inhale, you're going to lift your chest again, lift your forehead. Look at your hands, walk them to the middle of your mat, and then all the way over to that right side. So really lengthening through that left arm. Keep your hips high, melt the chest and the forehead down. Awesome job, you guys. One more breath here. And using an inhale as you slowly start to lift and walk your hands back to the middle of your mat and then actually under your shoulders. So find your tabletop again. Maybe rock your hips side to side or roll your shoulders a little bit, but tuck the toes if you haven't already. Take a nice big inhale and using an exhale, lift your knees off of your mat and find downward facing dog. Here for just a moment. But if you do want to pedal your feet a couple times or push into your palms a little bit more, maybe even the hips want to sway side to side a little bit. Breathing a little bit deeper. Let's take one more full cycle of breath. And using an inhale as you start to look forwards. Exhale, walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. With an inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reaching up, maybe looking up. And exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart and down to your sides. Feel free to step your feet hip width apart, maybe even a little bit wider. Hands are going to come to our hips. You're going to inhale and lift your chest, pull your shoulders back, maybe even lift the chin. The hands on the hips, they might even find your low back if you want a little bit more. Take an inhale and then find a long spine as you exhale and bring your hands to your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take an inhale, reach your arms up, and an exhale to fold forwards. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Reach up, maybe looking up. Exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart, down to your sides. Are your feet still out wide? Mine are. You're going to bring your hands back to your hips. We're going to open up through the chest again, but this time you could interlace your fingers behind you. Hands to the hips, low back, or interlace your fingers behind you. Just start to lift the chest. Pull those shoulders back, maybe lifting through the chin. You can even send your hips forwards a little bit. If you're interlacing your hands, maybe they come away from your hips. Awesome, you guys. Take an inhale to bring yourself back up, and exhale, relax your hands and your arms to your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down. A big inhale as you reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Reach up, maybe look up. And exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart and down to your sides. Awesome, you guys. Step your feet back in all the way together or just hip width apart. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, half lift. Lift that chest, lengthen the spine, and exhale to fold. Plant your hands. We're going to take our left foot back and set up a lunge. So you can lower your back knee, or you could keep it lifted, but I want you to sink into your hips. Send those hips forwards and down, whether you have your knee lifted or whether you have it down on your mat. Awesome, you guys. Maybe you can find that left hip flexor. Nice job, you guys. So just a second here. I want to stay a little bit longer. If you have your knee lifted and if you haven't found the hip flexor, let your knee come down. Even untuck your toes, rest on the top of the foot. Send those hips forwards and down. Find the left hip flexor. And then if you wanted, you could tuck your toes again and lift your knee. And maybe you can keep that hip flexor stretched because your hips are a little bit lower than they might have been. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Take an inhale, look forwards a bit. And with the exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forwards. Plant your hands, take your right foot back. Set up your lunge on the other side. So again, we're trying to find that right hip flexor. So your feet are going to be quite a ways away from one another. You're in a pretty deep lunge. Feel free to keep the knee down the whole time. Relax, or just take that option so you can find that right hip flexor. Sink into those hips. Maybe lifting the knee back up once you've found it. Maybe keeping it. Nice job, you guys. Take an inhale, look forwards, and exhale. Bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up, maybe look up. And exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart and down to your sides. Awesome job, you guys. We're going to stand on our right foot. If you have a wall or something around you, feel free to grab onto it at any time. We're going to stand on our right foot and then grab our left. So just trying to find our balance a little bit here. Hugging the heel towards the glute. Gently encourage your knees towards one another. You can hang onto your foot with one hand, maybe both hands, sending the heel towards the glute, and then just let go Plant your left foot, shake out the legs if you need to, and try to switch sides. So finding that right foot, give those knees a little squeeze together if you can. Maybe you feel some love through your quad here. Hug the heel towards the glute. Find your balance. Beautiful, you guys. Letting that foot go. Bringing your feet together or hip width apart, but roll your shoulders back and down. With an inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Take an inhale for your half lift. Really long spine here. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. We're going to take our left foot back into our lunge again. So set it up. Decide if you want to have your back knee down or if you want to keep it lifted. Maybe sinking those hips a little lower than you might think to find that left hip flexor. Awesome, you guys. We're going to keep our chest low, almost like it's resting on our front knee. And then maybe we're going to reach our arms up. Bring your hands by our shoulders, and you can actually reach your arms forward to the front of the room. Look at your big toe though. Let your palms face down. Awesome, you guys. Can you sweep your hands down towards your foot and keep sweeping them back towards the hips? Your palms are facing up now, fingers pointing behind you. Chest is low. Look at your big toe. One more. Inhale. Bring your hands down to the floor with the exhale. Plant them. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Nice job, you guys. Inhale, lengthen, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, take your right foot back, switching sides in that lunge. Remember, your knee can be down on your mat. Find your balance, find your breath. Wake up those legs. Can you find that right hip flexor? Sink into those hips. So strong. Awesome, you guys. Keep your gaze on your nice big toe. Bring your hands up to the shoulders if you wanted. Keep looking at your big toe. Your chest is low. Maybe reaching your arms forwards, palms facing down. Spread your fingers wide. Sweeping your hands down towards your foot and then back towards the hips, palms facing up. Beautiful, you guys. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor, plant them. Take an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Let's come all the way up to standing. Reach up. Look up maybe. And exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart and down to your sides. Nice job, you guys. Taking things a little further. So we're going to stand on our right foot. We're going to grab our left foot again and bring our heel towards the glute, towards the hip. You can stay here. You can stay here with your knees together, or maybe you're going to start to lean forwards a little bit. And send your knee behind you a little bit. And maybe I like to hang on with just my left hand. And I even like to hang on to the inside of that foot. And it's a nice shoulder opener. That right arm is going to help you balance as you reach it forwards and keep sending the knee back. And the chest tipping forwards, dancer pose. Beautiful, you guys. Find your balance. Find your breath. And maybe a nice quad stretch. Beautiful, you guys. Use an inhale to bring yourself back up, your knees together. Maybe grab onto your foot with both hands one more time. And then let your foot gracefully find the floor. Shake out your legs a little bit. Hopefully you feel some fire through that standing leg. We're going to switch right now. Left foot stays down. Right foot comes up. Remember, this could be as far as you go. Knees hugging together towards one another. Or if you're going to tip forwards and play around a little bit, challenge yourself. And you might hang on to the inside of that foot. And you might send your left arm forwards and tip forwards and send your knee back and just see what happens. Maybe you have nice balance today. Maybe you're all wobbly because it's really windy inside or wherever you happen to be. And using an inhale to come back. Before you let go of your foot, maybe grab on with both hands and then let go. I made it through. Barely. Shake out your legs. Take a nice big inhale and a big exhale. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take another big inhale as you reach your arms up and an exhale to fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. We're going to step back into downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale, and using the exhale, lower your knees down all the way to the mat. Cross your ankles. Have a seat. So we're going to be bringing our right leg out in front, and you have two options. You can bring the left foot to the inner thigh. We're going to fold forwards, or you can bring your left leg behind you and your heel towards your glute. So as best you can, bring your knee out to the side in line with your hip, and your belly button still shining forwards over that front leg. So if this doesn't work for you, just bring your left foot to your inner thigh. So with an inhale, you can point your toes up towards the ceiling, just lengthen through the spine. You might feel some love through the hip and the quad if that heel is behind you. Add a forward fold. Whatever you're doing with that left leg, add a forward fold. Nice job, you guys. With an inhale, lift your upper body back up. We're just going to start to turn our chest towards the left side. So if you have your foot on your inner thigh, just keep it there. If you have your heel behind your hip, keep it there. Turn your chest to the left. We're going to bring our right oblique towards our quad. So you're just going to kind of tip to the side. Tip to the side a little bit. So you can bring this as far into a side stretch as you'd like. Maybe your elbow comes down. Maybe your left arm reaches up and over. But the chest is turning to the left. If your right hand is free and available and you've got your left foot behind you, you might slide your hand underneath your leg and grab onto your ankle and add that nice side stretch with the left arm. Opening the chest to the left side. Options. Remember your options. Nice job, you guys. Let's use a big inhale to lift the upper body back up. Free up your arms if you tucked one hand underneath your leg. And we're just going to send our left leg out long. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. Shake it out. We're going to switch sides. So left foot to the inner thigh, or bringing the heel behind you. Tuck it in towards that glute, chest facing forwards, and inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you fold. Point your toes up towards the ceiling, baby. Get that nice stretch for your leg. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly lift your upper body back up. Start to turn your chest towards the right. Turn the chest to the right, keep the left leg out, and just a little tip to the side, chest facing that right side. Or maybe you're coming a little further, elbow forearm perhaps is coming down, or maybe that left hand is going to slide under your leg, just if you have your heel behind you. Have to do it if your foot's on your inner thigh. But take a big inhale and reach your right arm up and over, opening the chest to the right side. Awesome work, you guys. With an inhale, lift your upper body all the way back up and send the right leg out next to the left. You can bend your knees, you can shake it out a little bit, maybe planting your feet, give your knees a hug. You might even wrap your arms underneath your legs, give yourself a bigger hug. Tuck your chin towards your collarbone. You can stay here with your knees nice and bent. Maybe you want to see how far you can walk your feet away from you. Maybe point your toes up to the ceiling. If your arms are in the way, think you can find some nice long legs you can let go. Maybe reach for the feet or rest your hands on your shins. Just a little forward fold here. Awesome, you guys. Taking an inhale, lift your upper body all the way back up. If you did find the length through the legs, plant your feet, bend your knees again. Give yourself one more hug. Rock it out. And crossing your ankles and finding a nice comfy seat. Awesome, you guys. Bring your fingertips back to the floor beside you. Take an inhale as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Big inhale as you reach your right arm up and lean over. One more big side stretch. Lean over to the side as far as you'd like. And use a nice big inhale. Come back up. Exhale. Inhale. Right arm up and over. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Use a big inhale as you find your way back up through center. And let it go. Beautiful, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. That is it. That is all. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.